Good morning, everybody. We're going to start laying down and have a block nearby where you can reach it. And then come on down to your backs. Maybe keep your knees bent and your feet on the floor, just so we can stay a little bit more alert, a little bit more awake. And then draw the shoulders down toward the floor. Let your hands rest on your low belly. So let the hands rest on the low belly. Nice and soft, elbows are on the floor. And start by coming into your breath. Finding the center of your mat and the center of your being, letting everything else just start to melt away. And feel your hands moving gently as the belly moves, as the breath goes in and exhales out. And maybe as you're laying here, even with the knees bent, maybe you can feel the hips, the shift of the hips, and notice if they feel even or not. Notice the shoulders. Do they feel pretty even from side to side and fairly close to the floor? The back of the neck nice and long. Just take a deep breath in. And exhale it all the way out. Good, couple more just like this. Inhale, deep breath. And exhale. Good, last one. And exhale. If your feet were wide on the mat, go ahead and bring them to hips width apart. Take the arms overhead and have the arms in a way that they feel comfortable. I know for some of you, if you take the arms more or less straight overhead, the hands don't quite reach the floor comfortably. And if that's the case, go ahead and go more cactus, right? Until these shoulders and chest open up. And then just gently press those elbows and arms down into the floor. Don't go really hard here. And then soften the ribs toward the floor. So we're lengthening through the spine. Leave the arms where they are. Draw your right knee to your chest. Take that leg up to the sky best you can. Lower it until it's just a couple inches from the floor. And then squeeze the knee in again. Try to keep the upper body more or less still. Take the leg up, lower toward the floor, bring it in. Last one this way, take it up. Lower it a few inches, bring it in toward your chest, and then change direction just for 3. Press it out, lift up toward the ceiling, bend the knee to chest. Good, 2 more, just like that. Straightening it, lifting it up, using some of those core muscles. And last one, straight out. And up toward the ceiling, bend that knee into chest and release the leg. Good, other side, bring the left knee in, straighten it up toward the ceiling, lower it a little, good, and bring it in. And start to incorporate the breath, exhaling as that leg lowers, inhaling as it comes toward chest. Good, last one in this direction, bring the knee in. And then press it straight out, lift it up, bring it in, press it out, and up. Bring that knee in, press, good. Last one, if you haven't already done 3, bring it in and release, good. And then straighten both legs, arms are overhead to your level, press the shoulders down, engage the legs, squeeze the hips and glutes, just squeeze really hard. And release, good, 2 more just like that, big squeeze, big, big, big squeeze, and release, last one, squeeze through the hips, the glutes, press back through the shoulders, and release. Good. Bend both knees, release the arms. Oh, take both knees to your chest. Good. Take both legs up toward the ceiling. And lower just the right leg a few inches off the floor. Use your hands to keep the left leg up to the ceiling, but then draw the shoulders down. And feel this core work, right? Start to knit the low belly muscles, the low belly hips toward each other. Find your breath here. If you're still okay, just let go of the arms. Don't lift the head, don't lift the shoulders. If you're still okay, those arms go up to the ceiling and the right arm goes down to the floor overhead. So you've got both your left arm and your left leg up towards ceiling, both the right side down toward the floor. Good, breathe, tone in through the belly, core work here. Lift everything back up to the ceiling. Lower the hands down to the floor, press down. Take the hands behind your right leg, lower the left leg just a couple of inches off the floor. Press through the right leg if you can. I know for some, those hamstrings are tight, so just be patient. Can bend that knee as much as you need to. Hold here, tone that low belly. I'm thinking about right when you knit those muscles kind of toward each other. Breathe, still okay, the arms go up to the ceiling. If you need to hold the leg, hold the leg. Otherwise, left arm goes overhead, the right hand stays up, same side, using our core, tone in through the belly, find your breath, everything back up to the ceiling. Good, this time I want you to lower right arm, right leg, and squeeze up, lower the left side, don't forget to breathe, lift, one more, both sides, lower, squeeze up, and lower left, and squeeze up, bend both knees, bring both knees to your chest, grab your block. Take both legs up, both arms up. You're gonna hold the block in its widest width, the palms are face in. You're gonna draw the shoulders, and if the legs are okay straight up, leave them there for now. If you need to bend them, go ahead and bend them, take some of that pressure off. And with the arms up toward the ceiling, you're gonna bend the elbows so that that block comes toward your head, and then you're gonna lift straight up. So just do 5 of those, just bend and straight. So this is a little bit of tricep work, right? These are tricep curls. Let's do 2 more. Nice extension of the arms. Try to get them straight. Last one. Good. And then both are up. Move both legs away from the belly a little bit. So now we're engaging core. You're going to bend both knees, both arms. So a little coordination test here. Bend the knees, bend the elbows, and straighten. Good. Bend and straighten. If the legs are more diagonal or a little further away from the belly button, you're going to work your belly even more. Straighten both, bend both. That's it. Let's do 5 more. And 5, 4, you got it. 3, keep holding that block. 2, and 1. Hold everything up. We're almost done. Hang in there with me. If you can, I want you to lower the legs just a little bit more. This time you're going to do heel taps and bend the elbows. So really got to get coordinated here. Bend and straighten and bend, straighten. That's it. See if you can do it, right? Don't worry about the count. Don't worry about when the elbows bend versus the legs. Just see if you can do heel taps and arms, elbows at the same time. That's it. Let's do 10 more. Push that belly to the floor. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Everything into the middle. And breathe. Core work, everybody. Whew, that's it. Good. And then roll over to one side and come up to a seat, or just roll up to a seat by giving yourself a little bit of momentum. I want you to take that block between your thighs. I have mine at second width, so you decide for you. And then find a really comfortable spot where you can sit back a little bit, think boat pose, right? Draw the shoulders back, hands come behind. I want you to lift the legs and then squeeze the block, flex your feet and breathe. Oh yeah. So maybe you let go of the hands, maybe not. Maybe you reach them up, tone in through the belly, squeeze your block about 20%. The feet are flexed. Oh yeah, breathe, lift the chest. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, lower down and just roll over those legs. And breathe, everybody. Good, this time grab your block, hold on to it. You can take it wide between the hands. I want you to give just a little squeeze, like 20% again. Squeeze to the block. We're gonna start easier, dig into the heels, right? If you've been doing my Zoom, summer is summer, we're getting that core out of the way. So we're gonna start by digging in the heels, lifting the chest, and just rotate side to side. Okay? So far, so good. I want you to think about what we're working here. We're working core, we're working the waist, right? The oblique muscles. And just feel that. Try not to hold the block. Just let it rest between the palms. That's it. Just 3 more. 3 and 2 and 1. And come back to center. If that was enough for you, I want you to stay there. If you want to go a little bit more, I want you to lift the legs, cross the ankles, lift the chest, hold the belly. Let's do 20. Yes, 20. That means 10 on both sides. Here we go. 2 and 4. 6. I know. 8. 10 more. That's 10. 8. 6. Woo! 4, 2, and done. Breathe, release, squeeze, set that block aside. See, that wasn't so bad. Now it's done. It's kind of like eating your broccoli when you're a kid. You just gotta get it out of the way. Or feed it to the dog. Or in my case, put it in your mouth and pretend you have to go to the bathroom. Spit it out. No. I did do that, but not with broccoli, with lima beans. All right, bring the soles of the feet together if you can. If not, don't worry about it. Sit cross-legged. Just gonna open up those hips a little bit. Lift up nice and tall. The hands can come behind. Try not to pull on your feet. And then lift up tall. Good, both hands to both inner knees. Press up on the knees. A little bit of inner thigh work. And exhale. Good. Inhale, push up into the hands. When you exhale, you're just releasing. 3 more. Push up, hold, tone the belly, lift the chest. Where's your head in all this, right? Are you down here looking at your feet? Release. Lift up, squeeze, tone the belly. Think about that knitting kind of effect of the low belly. Release. Last one. Push up. Hold, hold, hold. Lift. Lift chest. Breathe, push, knees into hands, not the other way. All you're doing is resisting. And release, good, just shake them out. And then leave your, I'm gonna mirror here, so leave your left leg bent, straighten the right leg. Let's come into Janu Sirsasana. Inhale, take the arms up. Soften, imagine you're holding a beach ball. Feel the body working. If you were at the park with me, right, we played with all this kind of muscle engagement, working these outer side back muscles, the latissimus dorsi. So here we are again. I want you to tilt the hips forward, but don't round the back. Keep the arms up, squeeze the beach ball. Can you move a little further forward without rounding your back? And then just let the hands come down wherever they go. Open up the shoulders, broaden. Flex the foot, engage that leg. Maybe the torso comes a little bit forward, but think about this right leg for you all, right? Think about that left leg, that left thigh bone drawing back in.
as the torso comes forward. Find your breath. Breathe. That's it. Just finding that little hamstring stretch at the back of that leg, feeling it working. Often one side different than the other, so where is it for you? Maybe you wiggle those hips a little, maybe you wiggle the ribs, the shoulders, right? What happens if we just kind of make space for this stretch? Good, take the torso up, take the body up, bend the right knee, reach through, you're either gonna grab your shin or your big toe and take it up. Lift up super tall with your chest, take the other arm up. Now, a great way to do this is think of this leg on the ground as your grounding leg. Lift up tall, you know what's coming. See if you can let go with both sides. Yeah, right? Push down through your left foot. Lift and reach with your right. Find your strength, find that pose, and lower it down. Oh. Release that other leg, straighten them both out, give them a good shake. Sit up tall, Dandasana pose. When you're ready, bend your right, take it out to the side. Coming into Janu on this side. Inhale, reach the arms up, hold the imaginary beach ball. When you do that, right, when you create that isometric work, you should be able to feel this engage, like it's like, right? You're just holding onto that beach ball. Beach ball just got heavier, so hang on to it. Breathe and then tilt a little bit forward, just a little. Where is it on this side? Maybe the torso goes further still, maybe not. Then just release the hands. Draw the shoulders wide, start to come forward, but minimize, really minimize the back rounding, especially the upper back, right? It's as if you could take your shirt and pull the shirt forward, right? So that the chest moves forward, so that the back body draws in to center instead of out, right? Maybe that helps. Big deep breath, start to wiggle, right? Start to wiggle. Just see what you can find here, right? Where is it for you? What is the holdup? It might be the hips. Your hips just might not bend this way, right? So when we come into forward folds, we want to bend from this hip crease, but a lot of times we'll see people bending from the waist. And when that happens, we really get into some rounding. Good, maybe another couple breaths, maybe another couple wiggles, drawing that left leg back into the hip socket as the torso comes forward. Big deep breath. And then take the body up, draw the shoulders back, bend your knee, reach for your shin, your knee, your toe, take it up. Once you take that up, feel yourself lift up with it, take the other arm out. Ooh, yeah, so press down through the leg that's on the floor, see if you can let go. This is all hip flexor work. I know, right? Woo, strengthening the hip flexors, finding that tenacity, that strength, that will, that your craziness, and lower, lift tall, release. Release the other leg, straighten both, nice flex of the feet, engage your quads, draw the shoulders. Good, breathe. And then slide both heels up. Slide both heels wide. See if you cannot use your hands here. Bring both knees up, slide them both back out. Good, let's do 4 more. Slide them up, open, lift tall, bring them in, slide out, sit tall. Yeah, 3 more. Bring them in, open them up, bring them in, release. 2 more, bring them up, open, bring them up, see if you can lift, and out. Good, last one, see if you can pick them up, open them out, bring them up, and release. Nice job. Shake it out. Just simple cross leg. Inhale, take it up. Exhale, right hand down, left arm reaches. Yeah, but make a nice little C pattern with this outside left side of your body. And just feel that. You might not be this low, by the way. You might be up a little bit higher. They're both affected. You should just feel a nice stretch this whole side of your body. And press up. Switch sides. Ooh, yeah. And breathe. Take it up. Squeeze the beach ball. Squeeze. Take the hands in front of you. Draw the shoulders back. Squeeze the beach ball. Really squeeze. So engaging chest, right? And then release it. Shake it out. Awesome. That's our warm up. Come on up. Coming up to your knees. Hands and knees. Spread the fingers. You know what to do with your blanket. If you need that underneath the knees, please take the time to do that. Let's go into a few cats and cows here. Just stretch out the spine after that, especially the forward folding. So as you inhale, the head lifts, the tailbone lifts. We move that spine into extension. And then as we reach, hold the belly in, drop the tailbone and the head, stretching it all back out. Good, couple more. And breathe. One more. And then come right to a neutral spine. You're gonna press the right leg back and level out the hips. Good, pause here, lift the leg, right? Core work, balancing table, easy peasy. Take the left arm out and breathe. You've got this, everybody. Keep the leg, press the left arm back. Make sure you're looking down at your mat, but not dropping the chin. Find your breath, reach the arm forward. Good, listen up, 5 times, elbow to knee. Oh yeah. Reach, this is 2. Go slow, 3. And 4. Last one, 5, squeeze, then reach, then release, shake it out. Ooh, especially that hand that was on the floor that whole time. All right, right side, tone the belly in. Open up the shoulders, everybody. Think of that little beach ball between the elbows and lift your left leg. Once that's lifted, right arm out, finding balancing table on this side. You know you can always keep a hand down. Don't have to stay here. Take the right arm back and breathe. Take it forward. 5 times, knee to elbow, squeeze and release. And 2, I know. And 3. And 4, oh boy. And 5, release your hand. Release your leg. Just come on off those wrists. Give them a good shake, a good squeeze and extension. Shake. Good, last one here. You're gonna kickstand your left leg out to the side. Your left hand is slightly forward of your shoulder. And you're gonna extend the right leg and come over to your side. So before we lift, right, we're gonna lift this leg. But before we do, the first thing we're gonna do is knit that belly back, right? We're gonna draw the hip bones toward each other, tone the belly. We're gonna make sure the chest is open. We're gonna make sure the wrist, shoulder to other shoulder to arm, hand extended up, is in a nice straight-ish line. Now press through your left foot and lift your right. Good, breathe. Try to keep the hips stacked right above that thigh. Find your breath. Don't let the head drop. Don't let that big old bowling ball of a head drop down. Keep it nice and neutral. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And lower the leg, lower the arm, release. Hold, couple cats and cows. Find your breath. Good, come on back, neutral spine, hold the belly in, kickstand out your right leg, extend the left leg nice and long. I always have to adjust my hand in a little bit because I have a wide hand width when I'm in table. So once you find that, then go ahead and lift. Level out the hips, take the arm up, feel one hand to the other hand. When and if you're ready, you're gonna lift that leg. Find your breath, hold the belly, knit those hips toward each other, those front hip bones. When we do that, we're engaging transverse abdominis. Nice deep core, belly, muscle. Breathe, extend up, extend out, and release it. Take it down, everybody. I know. Press into both hands. Come to downward facing dog. Once you're in down dog, let's pedal it out. Pedal it out. Stretch it out. Hold the beach ball between the elbows. Take your feet wide. Walk the hands back. Good. Bend your knees, everyone. Hands to knees. Ooh, come on up. And roll it out, shake it out, roll it out. I know, right? So give the wrists a nice little curl. And curl the other way. And shake. And then just take your, again, I'm gonna mirror here, take your right arm up. Palm is face forward. Take it back. Palm is facing forward. Take it back behind you and lift up. Reach, open, back. Last one, reach up. Out to the side and back, shake it out. Other side, take it up and out and back. Good, stretch. It's a lot, I know it's a lot, I know. And shake it out. It can be, right? But it's all stuff we can do, that's the thing. It's all stuff we can do, it's all stuff we've been doing, so we're good. All right, feet, hips width apart. Inhale, reach up, hands to heart. Come on down for a little squat. Check the knees, right? Imagine you have a block here and it's keeping those knees spaced. Hips width apart, so don't let them roll in. Keep them spaced, hands to chest, tailbone long. You know the drill. Take the arms up. Arms are always optional. Feel your feet, you're heavier in the heels in this pose, in chair pose, than you would be if you were just standing. So breathe. Some of you are going to come up on tippy toes. Yep, balance work right away. Drop down, stand up, exhale, shake it out. Good, let's do that one again. I'm just going to turn sideways. Inhale, exhale, heart, come on down. Space those knees appropriately, lift the chest. Maybe you're here, maybe the arms go up. Maybe you come up to the toes. Breathe. Woo, lower those heels, stand up. Exhale, release, shake it out. You know I like threes, I don't know why. Favorite number. Let's do one more. Inhale it up, hands to heart, come on down. Sit back in your pose. Square the feet best you can. Arms out, belly tones in, heels lift up. Woo, come on ankles, right? Working with ankle strength, calf strength, leg strength, all that stuff. Stand up and release. Good job, everybody. Shake it out. All right, let's come on to the front of our mats. Have your blocks nearby. Inhale and reach it up. Exhale all the way down. Soften the knees, step back with your right foot. Space out your lunge so that it is hips width apart. Take your hands to your blocks or your blocks to your hands. Draw the shoulders. Tone in through the belly. Consider straightening the front leg. Right, so I say consider because, again, everybody's built differently. Your hammies might not straighten quite so much. Your front knee might be bent a little bit. I'm okay with that, right? It is the intention and it's where we're working. So if your leg is straight and you have a hamstring stretch there, awesome. And if your leg is slightly bent, you still feel the hamstring, you're doing it, right? No big deal. Now lengthen, press through the back leg and lengthen the torso forward. Lengthen the body forward. Find your breath. Good, make sure your blocks are stable. They're either lowest or second level. If they're second level, be especially mindful. You're gonna press straight down, tone the belly, lift your left leg, set it back for plank pose. You have to be straight up and down on those blocks. Otherwise, lower them or remove them. Breathe, hold, squeeze the legs, lift the chest. And when you're ready, step forward, right leg. Ooh, yeah, right? Straighten the right leg. Your blocks might adjust moving forward and back as you need to. Press through the back leg, lengthen the body forward. Feel your pose. Find your breath. Good, you know what's coming. Bend your front knee. Be steady on your blocks. Tone the belly. Slide the leg back. Big deep breath. Plank pose. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower your knees, everyone. Child's pose. You can release those hands from your blocks. They can be a rest from your forehead. That's it. All right, that's enough rest, right? That's plenty, plenty. All right, come on up. Hands go back to your blocks. I want you to step forward with your right leg. Flip your toes under, lift your knee. Find your solid lunge. Find your breath. Breathe. 1, you're here. 2, hands to knee. 3, lift the torso. 1, 4, arms up. Good, breathe, 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 everybody. Feel the stretch through that back leg. We worked that leg right at the very beginning with all the hip flexor work. So you might feel a little extra stretch there. Deep breath. Notice how you feel, knitting through the belly. Feel the pose. Slowly, 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 hands down. So once again, transition. Tone the belly, see if you can step back. Notice how much you raise your hips as you step leg back, step leg forward. Just notice. Breathe, plank. Yep, you know what's coming. Step forward with the left leg. Do your best. Don't worry about getting it just perfect. If you're not in good alignment, just shift that leg forward. Squeeze in, hands to knee. Come on up, lift chest, arms up. Squeeze the upper inner thighs toward each other. Spread out through your toes. Engage that back leg back glute. You can smile. Breathe. Who wants a smile? And release, slow, slow, slow. Good, here we are. Knit through the belly. See if you can slide back, plank pose. Shoulder work, right? Upper body work, core work. Engage the legs. Lower the knees. Child's pose or hero pose. What feels good this morning? And breathe. That's it. Curl out through the wrists if they're chatty. Shake them out. All right, you ready? Una más. Let's do it. Here we go. Hands to blocks. Right leg forward. We're gonna add on just a little. I lift the left knee. You know that lift of the knee? I should have said that a long time ago. is optional. This time your left hand stays on the block, your right arm goes up, little twist. What happened to the rest of your body when you did that? Can you stack? Just like we did when we were in that little quarter moon pose. Can you stack wrist, shoulders, other arm? Don't overlift the chin, good, better. Breathe, press through the back leg, find your pose. Release that hand. Here we go, knit the belly, step back. Plank pose, if you're in plank, you can lower the knees. You see, I didn't give you that option the first couple times. Breathe, squeeze the legs, squeeze the glutes. Breathe, when you're ready, step forward, left leg. Right hand stays on the block. Take the left arm up. Find your breath. That's it. Release that hand down, transition again. Here we go, plank. Should be getting a little easier. Breathe, right leg forward. Either go to knee or past the knee to take the torso up. A little bit harder to transition without the knee. You don't have to, you can use that knee, find your stability. Breathe. Good, mindful here, straighten the front leg, working with balance. Take the hands to the blocks. Use those blocks, draw the shoulder open, front leg relatively straight. Deep breath. When we're working hard like this, we want to tap into the breath, right? We want to use that deep inhale, deep exhale to feed these muscles. All right, here we go. Bend your front knee. Last one, step back. Find plank. Open the shoulders, tone the belly. Step forward left. You got it. Transition coming up. Take it up. Breathe. Remember that block between the thighs? See if you can keep those inner thighs working toward each other. Straight in the front leg. That's a hard one. Tilt forward, hands to blocks. Breathe. Soften the shoulders. Lengthen the torso. Push through the back leg, everybody. That's it. Good, listen up, you're gonna bend your front knee. You're gonna walk the blocks forward pretty much for everybody and step forward. Walk the blocks forward again, hold here, come into a nice forward fold. Nice length through the torso. Nice breath. Just breathe. Feel the back of the legs. If the elbows are splaying out, draw them back towards center as if you were still holding that beach ball between the elbows. Deep breath. Bend your knees, everyone. Start to look forward. Take the hands to the knees. Yeah, right? A little bit of work, but boy, oh boy, do you feel it, right? Shake out shoulders, shake out wrists. Give everything a good little bit of love. That's good. So go wide on your mat. Let's just stretch out a little here from all that. Inhale, take it up. You're gonna exhale, hands come to your hips in like a C curve. So fingers forward, thumbs back. And I want you to tilt halfway with your hands there. And imagine that the hands not only could press the hips back more, but ever so slightly internally rotate. So my fingers are actually pressing the thighs in towards center a little, just a little. Back of the knees are not locked up. I know at least one of you out there that locks their knees, so keep them soft. Press the legs away from each other, as if you could go wider in your stance. Lengthen the torso. Reach the hands forward. Hold here. I'm on my fingertips.
I'm gonna hold the beach ball between the elbows. I have a second beach ball between the legs. And it's almost like I'm resisting. I'm trying to pull the hands back. I'm trying to reach the torso forward. I'm keeping the legs back though. So I'm not tilting everything forward. I'm resisting all of that. Big deep breath. Feel the legs working as we try to squeeze them back together. Feel the shoulders working as we try to squeeze the arms together. Good. Walk those hands back. Turn the toes out. Bend the knees. Hands come to knees. Come up to goddess. Now, those knees are out. The shoulders are lifted. If you have the reach without leaning forward, the backs of the hands go to the inner knees or inner thighs. Just keep the shoulders, chest up. Good. Now I want you to see if you can press the knees in isometrically. Don't let them actually come in. And release. It's super subtle. Press the knees in. And release. Last one. Press the knees in. Whoo. Release. Hands go to the outside. Press the legs out. Sit back, lift the chest. Release, press out. Release, last one, press out. When you press out, what do you feel? Right, cute little butt starts to engage. Take the arms up. Woo. Find your breath. Stand up, everybody. And release. Good, heel toe in. I warned the gals here that it's summer and I got energy. And that transfers to you. So here we are. Yes, and they're thanking me profusely. They're so happy. All right, back to the front of your mat, everybody. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Soften the knees, step back, right leg. Grab your blocks. Hands underneath, straighten the front leg. So again, right, this is a basic pose. You can even have the blocks up higher if hands down on the blocks lower is challenging for you. But once you have the basic pose, you start to play with the little bit of nuance in the pose. So this left hip reaches back, but imagine you have your thumb or your fingers in that hip. And as the hip draws back, the torso draws forward, okay? The back leg is engaged. Whether you're on the ball mount or the foot is turned slightly, it is engaged. And I'm trying to see if I can get taller. I really believe that yoga can help us keep our height for a lot longer than it would otherwise. Find your breath. All right, you're gonna grab your blocks. Bend your front knee. Short hop forward. Walk the blocks forward. Long torso. When you're ready, stand up. One leg up, one leg down. Find your breath. Breathe, breathe, breathe. You're looking down toward your mat or down toward the floor. Your hands are supporting you. You're holding the beach ball between the elbows. Good, release your right leg and gently step it down next to the left. Bend both knees. I'm gonna slide my blocks back to my mat and come on up. Good, shake it out. So you see how that kind of all starts to come together, right? It all starts to come together. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, come on down. When you're ready, step back, left leg. Hands are to your blocks, the belly tones in, the shoulders open up. Now, your choice again, your back foot is either down or you're on the ball mount. Begin to straighten the front leg. Adjust the blocks as you move. I had to bring mine back a little bit. And then again, imagine the thumb in the right hip, drawing it nice and deep so that the torso can come out of it. And just pause, check it out. Where is it here? Where is it on this side? Soften, soften. Hold the little beach ball between the elbows, even here.
breathe. Bend the front knee. Walk your blocks forward. Now you're long, right? You're long in the torso. The arms are stretched out. You're gonna do a short hop forward. And then you're gonna find that stability, solidity in that right leg. As you lift the left, adjust the blocks accordingly so that your wrists are under your shoulders. Level out the foot, the standing foot's weight. I just realized for me, I was more in the toes and the ball mount, so I shifted the whole hip back a little bit. And then just feel it. The elbows are holding the beach ball nice and soft. The legs are active, the glutes active, no kidding, right? Big deep breath, everybody. Slowly step the left foot down. Pause here, bend both knees, hands come to knees. Come on up to standing. Shake it out. Be ready to shake out those legs. But if you have the ability, and I know some of you with the knees, not so much, you can use a strap here. I don't love a strap here, but some of you that are used to the strap can just loop your foot, take it behind and lift, okay? So we're just gonna stretch out quads a little bit. If you don't need a strap, you're just gonna reach back. You can put a finger to a wall, grab a foot. Now here's the thing, I want you to drop that bent knee straight down to the floor, not back. Okay, I don't want you reaching back with it, like this, you know, kind of pulling the leg back. Just want you to make it heavy toward the floor. A finger to a wall, a finger to a piece of furniture is perfectly good. Draw the shoulder back, maybe the other arm comes up. We're just stretching the quad. And release, shake it out. If you're using a strap, go ahead and loop the other foot. When you're ready, bend the knee, hand to foot. Make that knee heavy, take the other arm up, optional. Good, easy breath here, everybody. And release it, shake it out. And then maybe again to a wall, balance pose before we start to take it back down to the floor. So find your feet, find your feet, where did they go, right? Maybe near some furniture, near something that you could put a fingertip on. I want you to stand nice and tall. Once you do leave your, I'm gonna mirror you guys, so it'll be your left. It's gonna be my right. I always start with my right because it's my strong leg. All right, so lift your left leg, hands to hips. We did this last class, just tap down and lift up. Tap down and lift up. So balance work, right? If you do nothing else, you do this, right? You tap up, you tap down, you're getting that stability, you're working the standing leg, and then release. Good. Mountain pose again, we're switching sides. Press down into the standing leg, engage the hip glute, and lift up. One. Yeah, we're just checking it out and breathing and not taking anything too seriously. That's it. Last one. And down, shake it out. We're switching back. When you're ready, you're gonna lift that leg. One, you're here. Two, the hands are gonna go underneath your thigh. Once they're under your thigh, you're gonna extend. Chest is nice and tall. Optionally, you're gonna grab that big toe. We did this on the floor. And you're gonna take the other arm up. Hamstrings should be pretty wide open here. You can grab your shin behind the knee, keep the knee bent. It's all good, keep the chest lifted, bend the knee, release it, shake it out. Thanks. Switch sides. I like have this song in my head always. We can tell.
All right, standing leg,
stand tall, bend the knee, hands come underneath your knee. Straighten the leg optionally. Keep the chest tall. Final option, reach through, grab either your shin, your ankle, your toe. Woo. And breathe. That's it. Squeeze that hip leg. Lots of work going on, right? No kidding. Bend the knee. And release. I knew I was feeling like Simone. Like, oh, right? I'm gonna stick it. Okay, that's in front of that. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, come on down. Woo, step back, downward facing dog. Down dog. Now, go ahead and lower your knees for a second. Shoulder work, upper body work, right? Takes work. It does. It just does to keep this strength, to keep the strong bones, all that stuff. So start on your hands and knees, and we're gonna take this to super simple, basic to a bit harder. So if I'm here on my hands and knees and I lift one hand, I want you to feel the work, like from your palm all the way up to your shoulder. Feel how that engages. And then lower, go to the other side. And lower. So just 3 times both sides. I want you to hit opposite, tap opposite shoulder with your hand. Don't hit it, tap it. Here we go. 1, 2, land the hand on purpose. 3, 4, 5, 6. Easy peasy, right? All right, plank pose. Either all the way up or down on the knees. Even on the knees, the difference from table, more stable, less weight, to plank, way more weight on that front body or on that front part of the body. So knees or no knees, tap for 3. 1 on each side, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold. Squeeze the beach ball. Come to downward facing dog. 1, you're here. 2, you're gonna tap opposite thigh 3 times each. So 1 tap. 2, don't go fast. 3, 4, 5, 6. Go to plank. Drop the knees. Come on back to child's pose or anything else that makes sense. We'll stretch these babies out just a little bit. Good. And then, squeeze and extend through the hands, curl the wrists. I know for a lot of us, this can be a lot for the hands and the wrists. Mind your breath. All right, so here is your option. Do nothing. No, that is an option. You can just observe, but come on up. We got lots of choices here, okay? You can do anything that we just did. Table, plank, tap, tap, down dog. Or you're gonna come to plank. You're gonna shift your right hand, turn the toes, side plank. This is a lot. You can drop the bottom knee to make it less, okay? Breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Find the stability. Come back to center. Make that pose a good pose. I shift my left hand just slightly so that when I turn my heels to the left, which I didn't say earlier, I've got that line up again. Hand, wrist, shoulder, shoulder, hand. Breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Good plank. Last one. Make it count. Lower the knees. Woo! Come on down to your belly. Holy moly. I know. And you miss me so much. Turn your palms face up. Curl your wrists. Bring it in and straighten. Curl them in. So, right, just doing this simple thing right here strengthens those inner forearms. Squeeze. You can always do this with a light weight, right? A couple pounds. Breathe. Couple more. And in yoga, we're always the other way, always. So we don't use this as much as we should. Good, and then come all the way. Just shake out the hips, shake out the belly. Lengthen the thighs. Find your breath. Good. Press down through the pubic bone, just lift your right leg off the floor. Nice straight leg, pointed toes. Nice straight leg, lift that thigh, keep the hip bone on the floor. And lower down. Lift the other side. Big deep breath. And lower down. Come on to Sphinx pose. Little back bend here, you know what to do, right? I know at least one of you, you know who you are. Your back doesn't love this, so you just take the elbows forward a little, it's all right. Little beach ball between the elbows, even less of a press in, but just an opening of the chest and drawing in of those side body muscles. One, you're here. This is awesome, this is enough. Two, you're gonna take your left elbow, bring it forward. You're gonna take your right arm, bring it back. You're gonna bend, see if you can find the foot. Don't have to, don't worry about it. You can just bend and press the thigh to the floor. You'll get some quad stretch there. Breathe. Good, release that side. Walk the right elbow forward, bend the left, reach back. Even if you don't have the foot, don't worry. Breathe, stretch. Oh yeah, tight, tight, tight quad. How's that happen? And release. Sphinx pose. Lower down. Shake out the hips. Breathe. Once again, optional, either come into Sphinx pose or bend the knees, lengthen your thighs. Press down through the hip bones and lengthen your torso. Like I'm actually trying to drag my elbows back to make my belly as long as possible. From there, reach back, both hands, both feet. Feel those shoulders, don't let them deep dive to the floor. Press the shoulders back. Imagine that you're holding a beach ball between the elbows so they're not splaying, and come into bow pose. Or bow, sorry, bow, not boot, bow pose. Breathe, pressing the feet into the hands, creating resistance. That's it, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower down. Release all the way. Holy moly. Doesn't that feel good? Take a nice deep breath in, nice deep sigh out. The hard work's done. We're good. We live to see another day. All right, roll to one side. And then roll onto your backs, but keep your knees bent, torso to the floor. Oh, good. Open up the shoulders, come to cactus arms. Feel the ribs draw down toward the belly a little bit so that you're not overarching. Leave the arms where they are, press into your feet, lift the hips just a little bit, not full, not a full bridge pose, just a soft one. Hips stay heavy. Press into your left foot, see if you can lift your right.
and then lower that. All you're doing is lifting the foot a couple inches and down. Press into both feet. See if you can lift. If you're still good, take your right heel to the left knee and lift the hips a little higher. Breathe. That's it. No biggie. Lift that heel, set it down, readjust the hips. If you can, lift the left heel just a couple of inches. Still okay, put the left heel to the right knee and lift both hips. That's it. Release and lower both hips to the floor. Extend the left leg up, externally rotate, come into figure 4. Draw the knees toward your chest. You can use the hands or not. I like having those hands free, partly because we're stretching through these shoulders and chest right now after all of that plank work, right? So we're just letting that chill. Maybe rock a little side to side. Breathe. Maybe a little circle with the hips here so that we work through all that hip and glute work. Good, you're gonna come back to center, release it, but just bring the knees one beside the other. Once you're there, lower the knees toward the left. You know you can put a block under the knees or between the knees and come into a twist. Your right arm is still in cactus. Your left one can either be on the knee or straight out or wherever it feels good. If your right shoulder is hanging in space, I don't love that. I would rather see your arm go lower than you hang in that joint. So I would just take it down to the side. That still works. Deep breath through your belly. Soften the gaze, soften the smile. Good, release that twist, one knee up, the other knee up, both feet back to the floor, both arms back to cactus pose. Take the right leg up, externally rotate it, come to figure 4 on this side, draw the knees toward your chest. Nice deep breath, everybody. Oh yeah. Maybe rock side to side. Maybe hip circles. It's kind of a nice way to do hip circles. You start to really move through the both sides of the sacrum. Just a nice little massage. And then come back to center. Release, but just stack knee beside knee. Lower those knees toward the right, opening up the left side chest. Find your breath. Nice length through the back of the neck so you're not overlifting your chin here. And breathe. Soften your jaw. Release your twist, take it center. Ooh, feet to the floor. Good job, everybody. Breathe. You're gonna grab both of your blocks. And you're gonna come into supine Baddha Konasana or supine butterfly, but I want you to use the blocks here on either side of either the hips or the knees so that you have a solid connection between the blocks and your legs. In other words, I don't want the legs just hanging. in space, I want them supported, so some of you, the blocks are gonna be up nice and high, some of you are gonna be low. Lengthen through the spine, so there's not a big arch in the low back. Maybe take the arms back to cactus or just softly, softly, softly overhead. I want the shoulders to really be soft and relaxed here. So maybe the arms are overhead, but the elbows are deeply bent so that those upper shoulder muscles can soften. Then lengthen through the back of the neck, close your eyes. Feel your pose. Relax right here. So this is a restorative pose. It is also helping to release the hips. Arms should be comfortable wherever you have them. Start to draw the body back to center, the mind, the heart back to center. If you notice that the legs on your blocks are feeling heavy, you can adjust the blocks, just don't take them away completely. I do want this to be a supported pose. Breathe. Good, 3 more nice deep breaths here. Really let the body settle. If the arms are overhead, go ahead and release those arms down. Use those hands to bring the thighs back together. Your blocks can go underneath your thighs if you would like. But then draw your right knee to your chest. Straighten the leg up to the ceiling. Lower it all the way down, let it roll over that block and release. Bring the left knee to your chest. Take it up to the ceiling. Lower it slowly down, let it land over the block and down. The feet go wide, the hips are on the floor, the shoulders are wide. The hands can either come down to your sides or rest on your belly, on that low belly. We start to find our Shavasana, adjust the blocks as you need to so they feel comfortable. And breathe. And as you breathe, imagine a small flame at the center of your heart, each breath, brightening that flame of joy, of happiness, of compassion, of empathy. And imagine that flame warming your entire chest. And from the chest to the belly. And out to the outer edges of your body. This light coming from your body, sharing that light with everyone around you. And then imagine spreading that light all around the world. Bring the light back. Feel that warm glow stay no matter what. Let go of the image, go deeper into your Shavasana. Feel softer still. For those of you who are ready, start to bring yourself out of Shavasana. Wiggle toes, start to draw the knees toward your chest. Rock side to side until those knees fall to one side or the other. Curl over to fetal pose. And then press up to your seated pose. Once you're there, bring your hands to your heart. Bow to that light within you that shines bright and sees the light within everyone else. Namaste.
Namaste.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Thank you.